Good morning. I'm here with my fellow administrators and Coach Parrott from the athletic department. We just wanted to reach out to you guys today just to tell you that we already miss you. We know that these times are ever changing, but want you to know that the campus just isn't the same without you guys here. But that's okay. God's still in control. He's got this. And we've got some information we just want to pass along to you right now. So I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Urbar, our elementary school principal.
Yeah, I think the most important thing for us to remember right now, the thing that we've been reminding ourselves, is that God is in control. I think the way we've phrased it is that God is firmly on the throne, and we just want to remind you of that very important truth too. And one of the ways He's going to help us is because we're His people. Fear is not our portion, and He does that by giving us a reliance on Him. And not only that, but relying on each other. And so the partnership that we have here at this school, just because we're going to be doing this at a distance, doesn't mean the partnership is not there anymore. In fact, I think it's more important than ever.
Mr. Gunn, how has this impacted your family personally?
Well, I'm not just an administrator. I'm also a parent. I have 2 kids here at SACS. Matter of fact, we're all parents. I've got a high school student, a middle school student, Miss Sheets. She has a high school student and a college student who's now home and experiencing college in a different way. Mr. Urbaugh's got young children, and of course, Coach Parrott, he's got a high school senior. So I think between the 4 of us, we know to some degree how everybody's feeling right now. So, but for me personally, it's changed the way that we're going to do school for a few weeks, or I guess for this time period. But what hasn't changed is the fact that we can count on the quality of education that we're going to get from our kids' teachers here at SACS, because they're working diligently. Our teachers are working hard to make this as beneficial and as fruitful as an experience for our students as they can.
So how are we going to be able to get in touch with teachers and everybody when nobody's really at school?
The best way to communicate with all of us is going to be through email. There'll be times where we're on campus, but there will be times where we'll have to work from home. And we encourage you to email us. We're not on vacation. Our teachers are working the same hours. We're working the same hours. We're there for you when you have questions. I know it's going to be overwhelming the next couple of days as you start hearing from the teachers with assignments, and your students are going to feel overwhelmed. Just tell them to relax. We've got this. They've got this. They're prepared to handle this, and we will address situations as they come up. We're going to stay in constant contact with you, and then we're going to help you as you have to help them. We're going to be here for you.
Yeah, and I would tag on to that. I know some of the high school teachers as well as the middle school teachers, they're setting up virtual meeting times through some of our platforms that'll be made available through the Microsoft Teams and other ways that they'll try to have as much face-to-face time, or at least weekly face-to-face time with your students as they can to explain assignments. We've already talked about reducing the number of assignments, making it things that the students can acquire through other means, other ways, along with the instruction from the teacher that they're going to receive online.
It'll be in students' nature to give up easy sometimes, and so encourage them to continue to ask their teachers to email. Teachers will call them back if they need to, and they will do the face-to-face if they need to. We're setting everything up for them to be successful and for there not to be loss in learning.
Coach Parrott, this obviously has a huge impact on students who are also athletes, and looking at the rest of the year, what would you have to say for them?
Well, I think if everybody would just understand that this is a time of getting our priorities aligned, focusing on family, focusing on what you can do through this time period to continue the education process through SACS. Athletics is on hold. We are following the guidelines set forth by TAPS, who is our governing body, and they have suspended all athletic activities until April 13th. Our middle school governing body, the ISAL, has followed suit and issued the same guidelines. So we know that we are shut down on activities until April 13th. However, I encourage you to encourage your students, be ready, be prepared. There are things that you can do at home to stay in shape, to continue to develop yourself, so that when activities resume, like we hope that they will, your student will be ready to go. our kids do an incredible job of working extremely hard in athletics. They put in a ton of hours and a ton of work. And we don't want this time just to be wasted time. It will look different, but I encourage you, tell them to be ready, be prepared, so when we get the opportunity again, they're ready to shine like they always do.
Will they still have access to their coaches?
Their coaches, we had a conference call this past Friday, and coaches are very diligently looking to reach out to their teams still. And I want the kids to know that a coach is not only a coach when they are with them on the field of competition. They are still there for them. They can reach out to them. A lot of the coaches have been copying me on their daily workouts that they're texting or emailing, sending out through GroupMe. So yes, their coaches are still available. They're there for them. They are full of ideas for how they can use this time at home to continue to better themselves.
Great. So tomorrow's a big day. What's happening tomorrow?
So tomorrow, you guys, you're well aware of some of the services that local businesses are providing, such as curbside service. Well, we're going to offer the same thing over the next 2 days. Here at SACS, we're going to provide SACS Curbside. It's where your students and your families will have the opportunity to come by, pick up your belongings, the items that you need, textbooks, laptops or tablets, the things maybe that were left behind over spring break. The middle school staff, the elementary school staff have been working tirelessly to collect all those items out of students' lockers, labeling the bags, getting those things together. And tomorrow from 8 to 11, and then also from 1 to 3, okay, 8 to 11, 1 to 3, on Wednesday, we will have curbside pickup here, and then we'll mirror those same hours on Thursday as well, okay? 8 to 11, 1 to 3, Wednesday and Thursday of this week for you to come by. There'll be more information coming out as far as where exactly you go to pick up your child's items or your student's items. We'll let you guys know that. There'll be emails coming from each one of the middle school, elementary school, and high school offices at some point today to give you more information about that pickup. We are not collecting PE lockers at this time, so the PE items will stay there as they're not essential to the instruction that's taking place, but we will make sure that your child has what they need to receive instruction from their students, or excuse me, from their teachers in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. Anything else you guys want to say?
Well, we're just excited to see you hopefully soon, but in the meantime, we're praying for you. We love you, and we care about you, so get in touch with us if you need anything.
Yeah. Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Don't forget, tomorrow, curbside pickup, 8 to 11, 1 to 3. Also on Thursday, 8 to 11, 1 to 3. We'll see you then.